Hey, what is up, you guys, and welcome back to the 423. Amanda Seales is big trash and just admitted to lying on a man that she accused of sexually harassing both her and multiple other women. This is far from the first time she's dug herself into a deep hole, but this situation is 1000% worse than anything she's ever been caught doing. Amanda accused ex-NFL player turned neurosurgeon Myron Rolle of being problematic with her over the phone, which she talked about both on her own platforms and on The Breakfast Club, later going on to say that without her saying any names, a bunch of other women came forward to tell her that Rolle was a sexual predator, citing a time that Rolle allegedly answered the door to his house naked before a date.
I really don't take it lightly what I'm about to say. Because when you name names, you put not only that person out there, but you also put yourself out there. But I feel as a woman who makes it my business to be a warrior for the truth, that it needs to be said. I, on my podcast and on The Breakfast Club, spoke about an individual who had approached me on the internet and who we spoke on the phone, and that they said some troubling things in the conversation that made me take a step back, and that also with literally no investigation, it was brought to my attention that he had sexually harassed a woman by opening the door when she came to meet him for a date, butt naked, and then telling her that she was the one who was overreacting, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I heard that one story and was just like, whoa, that's crazy. When I spoke about him on my podcast and on the Breakfast Club, I didn't say his name. I literally just said a couple characteristics about him. And it has been shocking and incredibly discomforting to me how many women, 8 as of tonight, that have come forward to say his name. They knew exactly who he was, to say his name, and that he had been incredibly problematic and behaved in a very sexual, predatory way with them that some have said could have gotten him fired. So I say all that to say, if you are approached by Myron Rolle, you should just be mindful. I don't have empirical proof, but I've had enough women come forward saying that he was incredibly inappropriate with them, that I feel it would be inappropriate of me to not put the word out there that there is a man that is not being okay with women.
Myron was forced to address the situation back in February because, of course, these allegations can ruin reputations, careers, and even lives. And within his statement, he pointed out that Seales was just upset he didn't want to pursue a relationship, and that's why she's falsely accusing him. He wrote, "I understand that in today's world, the responsibility falls on the accused to prove themselves innocent, as opposed to one's alleged accuser having to prove their claims before going public. A blogger, online personality whom I've never met in person and have only interacted with once via phone, recently claimed that I verbally harassed her during a phone call exchange. She furthered these claims by stating that anonymous sources have come forward and added their accounts to her narrative. Let me make myself perfectly clear. These accusations are absolutely false and should be characterized as exactly what they are: acts of bullying, intimidation, and retaliation. I've been raised to respect women and to also keep my personal affairs private, as that is the respectful thing to do. However, I will not sit idly by and allow someone to engage in intentional character assassination simply because I did not return their advances or wish to engage in a relationship as they may have wanted." Amanda Seales referred to this man as a sexual predator and warned women to stay away from him without any proof other than random women supposedly DMing her on Instagram, and now she's backtracking on her statements, acting like she never did exactly what she did. So now, she's posted videos on Instagram clarifying her former statements about Myron, where she said, "I never accused Myron Rolle of sexually harassing me or of sending me inappropriate DMs. What I did say was that via DM, several women have approached me accusing him of sexually harassing them." Here's the rest of what she said about the subject.
Some things to address. 1. I never accused Myron Rolle of sexually harassing me or of sending me inappropriate DMs. What I did say was that via DM, several women have approached me accusing him of sexually harassing them. 2nd, I never said that black men were the cause for Jussie Smollett, and I also have never said that black men are solely the cause for holding black people back. That's preposterous.
So Amanda went from accusing this man of harassing her over the phone to saying that it never happened, and I genuinely don't think she sees why this is problematic. She's always the first person to accuse others and call them out when she thinks they're doing something wrong, but never takes accountability for her own actions. And I do hope that she faces some real consequences for perpetrating such a harmful narrative about someone who she never actually met in her real life. But of course, I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think that Amanda Seales will face any real backlash for falsely accusing Marlon of being a predator? And why does she not seem to get the problem here? Leave your thoughts down below in the comments, subscribe to the 420 Thief for more videos, and if you like this one, just give it a quick thumbs up. That is it for today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.